Let's find out if Ladi is sending some of those funds. I don't know where he'll be sending it to, but I'm sure if it's without fees, Ladi will be interested.
Yeah. No, who wants to spend all their money
For
sending money?
fees.
Paying about 20% of what you're sending. That's too much money at this point. Money you can use for other things. But let's look at what's happening in the crypto space now. We're seeing, on the screen there's green, but a deep green color there for Binance token there. That's the native cryptocurrency for the Binance exchange. It's hit a new high, all-time high. I think 2025 is the year of new highs, at this point. According to crypto.news data today showing that it's hit a new high, up about 7.7%, and that's the token. The rally adds to a strong monthly uptrend, with the token now up more than 12% in the past week, 20% in the last 30 days, and nearly 45% year to date. That's for BNB. Then we see that, meanwhile, that's left to CZ. That's the former manager there of the exchange. His net worth has blown past $75 billion because he holds a lot of tokens, at this point, talking about the BNB token there. And we're also seeing more accumulation of Ethereum, SharpLink. Yeah, most of these companies, before now was about accumulation of Bitcoin, but now we're seeing attention shifting to Ethereum accumulation there. They bought a whole lot of Ethereum. That's talking about this SharpLink company. They're following the footsteps of some other gaming platforms at this point. So Ethereum's been accumulated by most of these companies at this time. All right, let's talk about another issue right now in the cryptocurrency world, and that's with banks now. The likes of JPMorgan are actually allowing customers lend to their crypto holdings at this point. Financial Times reported that the company is considering providing loans against cryptocurrency holdings, and citing other sources at this point. So that's quite a big deal, looking at that coming from JPMorgan. Let's bring in Adeni Oloporku now, a crypto evangelist, to bring us up to speed. Great to have you on the show.
It's nice to be here as always.
Yeah, so, talking about JPMorgan, they're allowing customers lend, against their crypto holdings. Talk to me about how banks will adjust their capital models, assets, collateral, especially given, we have Basel's high-risk weightings there. How do you think that will impact, the financial services giants there?
Yeah, I think this latest announcement from JPMorgan is very, very big. And it's not really coincidental because we are seeing a perfect storm of factors. The Trump administration is more crypto-friendly, and there's growing institutional demand. But like you said, there are also some technical complexities, right? It's not just about JPMorgan making the announcement, because as you alluded, under the Basel III regulations, crypto assets carry a punitive 1,250% risk weight, essentially treating them as extremely risky, right? So banks will definitely need to completely rethink their capital allocation models. And the smart play might actually be using Bitcoin ETFs as collateral instead of direct crypto holdings, since ETFs could potentially receive like more favorable regulatory treatment. And in terms of pricing, I feel that banks would definitely charge significantly higher interest rates to compensate for this capital burden. So we are likely to be looking at rates of 300 to 500 basis points above traditional asset-backed loans. And banks might also implement dynamic loan-to-value ratio that adjusts in real time. Although we have this kind of thing in the crypto space with decentralized lending platforms like Eve and Compound.
All right, I guess we'll keep tracking to see how everyone plays in this space, seeing that traditional banks are coming in there, even though we have those decentralized platforms offering all of this. So another hot topic now, we're seeing BNB there. That's a native token for Binance Exchange, hitting a new high. 2025, we've been seeing new highs for different asset classes. What do you think is driving BNB?
I would say one of the things that is driving BNB is development, right? One of the biggest launches that BNB has done that has brought a lot of value into its ecosystem is the Binance Alpha. The Binance Alpha is where Binance allows people to get access to early stages, airdrops, or pre-sales directly on their platform. So this is more or less like a centralized exchange integrating decentralized exchange properties. So Binance is literally doing what banks are trying to do to the crypto platforms. So Binance is consolidating internally and this is affecting the price of BNB as expected. I know that CZ has been released from prison, so everything is just working well for Binance.
All right, we'll keep tracking to see if it continues with price discovery at this point. Thank you so much, Adeni, for bringing us up to speed.
Thank you for having me as well.